It was frankly disorienting. The legal system, at least in North Carolina, makes it very difficult to know where to go, who to talk to, what forms to file, what the procedures are. Even though that information is technically publicly available, it can be pretty daunting. Um, like, okay, I have the right form, but is it the right revision? Am I handing it to the right person? So um, as soon as I hired Jonathan, he knew, obviously, as a lawyer, who to contact, what to do, um, pretty much immediately. So it was a huge relief to not have to slog through the red tape of the legal system personally. Well, the nature of the case was child custody, so I was aiming to get custody of my son. Yeah, good reviews, and seeing that he had a pretty impressive tenure in family court, family law. I believe he was a DSS attorney for many years, so I knew that I had someone that had been through pretty much all of it. He is extremely tenacious, um, and you can judge pretty easily if, how do I say this eloquently? He has a good sense for what is worth your time. He is not the kind of attorney that is going to just file whatever motion you ask him to file or eat up your time in pointless emails or phone calls just to rack up attorney's fees. He's very mindful and respectful of, everyone's financial situation is different. And when push comes to shove, I mean, he's done a great job representing me. And even pursuing lines of questioning or investigative lines of inquiry that maybe I didn't even think of. So that's what you pay your attorney for. He's not just a puppet out there doing exactly what you tell him to do. He has his own autonomy as an established professional in this field. Well, he got me what I was trying to get. Um, I, I I don't really like to use reductive terms when referring to people, but I think here the adage of the bulldog is very apt. Jonathan is a bulldog. When he grabs onto something, or if he sees an angle on something, he will pursue it. Um, so I think having an attorney that is willing to push back a little bit, be a little aggressive, not disrespectfully so, but not just roll over and take a standard answer. If Jonathan smells that something is wrong, he will push back and not just take it. And I think in this particular case, that was a very important attribute to have. Uh, Not necessarily just taking the answer as it is, but maybe we could do a little better. Maybe there's something more there. He'll work to uncover, like I mentioned earlier, things that maybe you didn't even consider. Like there's another angle to your case that maybe you weren't thinking of. So I appreciated his insightfulness and alacrity in the case. I would say the whole thing. I before this had essentially no exposure to the legal system, so it can be kind of disorienting. Like I mentioned before getting into it, once you're actually in the process and you're in the legal system, it's kind of a whirlwind of terms and forms and paperwork, just endless paperwork. And it, the court experience itself was not exactly what I expected, but that could just be a function of media. It's not like what you see on TV for sure. And the glacial pace of the legal system, the sort of peristalsis that your case has to go through as it churns its way through the system, the length of time. This case has been going on for 3.5 years, and it's still technically not over. So even if you think that your case is kind of open and shut, the legal system may think otherwise. Um, I don't have anything negative to say. My experience has been great. Maybe I'm a bit biased since he's the only attorney I've had. I will say, just to whoever may see this, act quickly. Don't wait. If you think you need an attorney, you probably do.